guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Jackie O. Today is the day we finally have a launch date for LeBron's and the Peach Girl. Hey guys, so I filmed this video and it was supposed to go up 2 days ago. My bad. So disregard everything I'm about to say in this video. Pre-sale for LeBron's and the Peach is out now. I repeat, as of yesterday, December 15th, pre-sale for LeBron's and Le Peach and the bundles are out now. However, just be mindful your card will be charged and you will be guaranteed the order, but your order will not ship until the official launch date, which is on Christmas. So let me run that back again. Pre-sale is out now. The bundles are about 90% finished, and you can still get the LeBron singles and Le Peach single. Pre-sale will run for the rest of the weekend, and then after that, we're shutting it down until it officially launches on Christmas. And all orders, both pre-sale and launch date orders, will ship after the launch date, which is after Christmas. All right, love you guys, bye. Today's video is going to be how to look like a glowing goddess girl, because a lot of it is DNA, but it's a little bit of assistance. We did cheat just a little bit. It's okay to enhance a little bit of what you got. No judgments. It's doing the absolute least without doing the most. It's glowing from within. It's looking bronze. And I will be showing you, because you guys wanted to see this, some more ways on how you can use your Artist Couture Diamond Glow powders. These are the ones that I created and collaborated with Artist Couture to create. One of them is Bronzy, which is a gorgeous, I am biased, just saying, deep dark rose gold shade. It's just beautiful. And Le Peach is something that I created for those that are too light to wear LeBron's because it's pretty dark. Le Peach is more of like a peachier shade, and I do think that people are often scared of using loose shimmer highlighters. So today I wanted to show you guys some ways on how you can get the most out of them, because I'm telling you, once you get them, you ain't going back, girl. I'm gonna show you guys how to live your best life and get this look with my Diamond Glow powders because they're kind of popping. I'm really proud of this look because I feel like it works for everyone, every complexion, and it just looks bomb in all seasons. It doesn't matter what time of the year is. You can always get away with this look. And because there is so much product in these loose shimmer highlighters that I really wanted to show you guys, like, look, don't be afraid to go in and like use them and get the most out of them because there's so much product. They're going to last you a very long time. By the way, these are shipping worldwide. So if you in Kenya, if you in Canada, if you in Sri Lanka, you better holla at your girl because we shipping everywhere. Okay, we going worldwide. Now, without further ado, let's get into this bronze goddess makeup tutorial. You know what, today is a good day. Wig is cooperating, skin don't look too bad. LeBron's and Le Peach, aka twin them. In order for us to achieve maximum glow, there are going to be several steps and tips that I have for you. Green juice gummies are at it again. Boom. Okay, the first thing that I'm gonna do, first I'm gonna take my LeBron's Diamond Glow highlight and highlight the skin. Now, the reason why I like doing this is because it gives us just this lit from within glow. And you know, I'm a huge fan of no makeup with highlight on. I think it looks so good. So even if you just weren't in the mood to put on anything, look at how pretty this looks on its own, like on top of nothing. How much you put on is really up to you because ultimately you're still going to be putting product on top of that. So just keep that in mind. So here is what LeBron's looks like on bare skin. Hey, how's it going? All right, we back in here. So I'm gonna take just any type of like everyday basic neutrals palette. The one that I'm gonna be using today is the Soiree Diaries from Pure. And as you can see, it's got a nice set of like browns, neutrals, golds, and rusty shades. We're sticking to colors that have more neutrals and stuff that's gonna play really well with the overall golden goddess look. So what I'm gonna do is take Epic, this brown color here. I'm gonna start by working that color along my bottom lash line, but I won't be closing it off in that inner corner. I'm just going to be applying it on the outer bottom half, just like that. See the difference between this and this? Woke me up just a little bit. Now on top of that, I'm gonna take Glitzy, which is a glittery gold color. Right on top in the exact same spot, I'm going to start smudging out that color. The goal here is to really make it bronzy and warm. I think a lot of times that look requires a little bit less matte play and a little bit more shimmer. You're probably thinking, well, then why the hell did you put the matte shadow down in the first place? I put that color down for the depth. Okay, now I'm getting the shimmer that I want from this second color. I'm gonna take this matte color again, but I'm also going to dilute it with Splurge. Splurge is clearly too light for me. So in order to get the best of both colors, I'm just gonna kind of mix them in and start sweeping that along my crease. And I'm going to start sweeping that along my crease just very softly. To be honest, you can actually use a bronzer for this step. Sometimes it's just easier to go in with a bronzer because it's kind of like, it's already there. Just feel free to use any warm color that's just darker than your skin tone. As you can see, the two of those colors mixed together made a really nice soft coffee brown. If the LeBron's Diamond Glow powder is too dark for you as a highlight, then this next step is going to definitely be helpful for you. I'm actually gonna take a blending brush to get a more natural beachy look, and I'm going to sweep it and pat it into my eyelid. This kind of gives you like a softer lid color, but look how pretty that is. So gorgeous. You can pat it in, you can sweep it, but just put it all over the lid. LeBron's is just perfect for the lid. And then make sure you really kind of get it, and you get into the crease of your eye, right in that inside area, like right where the socket of your eye is. Kind of just barely go over that. I kind of feel like when you stay within the eye look looks more polished, but when you go outside the crease of the eye, in this inner corner area, it looks a lot more bright. It makes your eyes look bigger. Do you see the difference between this eye where I went over my crease in the inner corner versus here where I stayed under? This just looks a little bit more natural and effortless, and she ready to go to the club. Skip liner, you don't want to close out the eyes. You want everything to be bright and open. Unless you do brown eyeliner. Actually, hold that thought. Okay, this next step though, y'all are not ready. This is actually like an old tip of mine, but I love taking like a gold pencil liner. This one's from Urban Decay. There are a couple brands that have some less expensive alternatives. ColourPop has some nice liners. I really, really like the 24/7 Glide on pencils though, so. And I'm going to take that and put that in my waterline. That's gonna really open the eye up. That's gonna really open up that eye and give you a nice, unexpected pop of glow. Keep your lashes like wispy style. We don't want the thicker than a bowl of oatmeal lashes for this particular look. Save those for board meetings and church groups, okay? I like something that's more sparse and like spikier and wispy because they kind of like give you a peek into what the eye look is like. So today I'm gonna be using the Lily Lash in the style Miami. This looks so good on everyone. Literally every time I see someone wearing that lash, I'm like, what lash is that? And apparently I was last person. I'm the only person who's been sleeping on Lily lashes, so yeah. Okay, my lash glue is drying, so I got some more time for tips. If you absolutely insist on wearing liner, like you just are one of those people who feels naked without it, stick to brown, skip black altogether. I would also suggest like a Kajal pencil so you can really smoke and smudge it out. It's all about no harsh lines, blurred lines, like everything looking more smoky than like super defined and refined. I just grabbed this Smashbox liner I got sitting in my drawer. Seems to be a lot of stuff I got in my kit that I didn't know existed. I'm actually gonna draw this onto my top lash line in dashes, and I'm gonna stay as close to my lash line as possible. It's really about making that lash line look thicker than it is about adding definition. So just kind of add some dashes as close to your lash line as you possibly can. I don't know if you can you see the difference between this eye and this eye? And now I'm taking my pencil brush and I'm smoking that out, smudging. So here's where we are with the lashes. As you can see, it's nice and spiky. It gives you a nice peek into the eyes, which is nice. No look, don't even talk to me about looking like a bronze goddess unless you're wearing bronzer. I do have to say that Beauty Bakery came through for the girls with this bronze palette, because this shade right here, this is one of the darkest bronze colors I've come across. It's such a good color. It's got just the right amount of shimmer. So you're basically just gonna hit every perimeter of your face, including your neck and your jawline around your forehead. Now, those of us that don't know the difference between contouring and bronzing, contour is gonna add shadow. So you wanna stay away from anything that has like a gray ashier tone, because that's gonna snatch your face in. It's not every day snatched. It's cool to take a day off sometimes, you know? Now I'm taking a bigger brush because I did add quite a bit of bronzer, and I'm diffusing it out so it looks a little bit softer. That's the thing, bronzing is what adds warmth to the skin, and contouring adds shadows. We don't want to add shadows. We want everything to be, like I said, we've already been through, you guys get it. We've already been through this. So here is where we are with the look so far. We haven't reached final form yet. Grab your edges and your blush, okay? Keep going, we're not done yet. I do live for some pink blushes, but I feel like nothing screams bronze goddess like a nice peachy orangey blush, and especially on my skin tone, it's not gonna look this bright. It's actually gonna be a lot more subtle. And I feel like what you do with the complexion really plays a huge role, because the Bronze Goddess look is really about the skin looking the best that it is, and you know, using colors and tones that look a lot like your skin tone. So because my undertones are golden warm, I just feel like that lit from within look for me are colors like rose gold. You know, gold and rose gold. Rose gold is my nude. So as you can see, that warmed up the skin ever so nicely. If you are on the medium side and the bronze is just a hair too dark as a highlight for you, you may actually be able to get away with using it as a blush. So I would even try mixing a little bit of that in with whatever blush that you have to kind of give it that three-dimensional, let me do my Charlotte Tilbury, that gorgeous dimensional glow, darling, and just add a little bit of sheen, darling, to the cheek. So here's where we are so far, but we ain't done yet. The way that I highlight now is definitely, I would say, my favorite part of my whole routine. Now we're finally gonna dust off our Peach, because she's been neglected in this tutorial, which is the lighter Diamond Glow powder. And I'm gonna be using that to highlight. Now, a lot of people are scared that loose just comes out way too pigmented, and trust me when I tell you, I hear your concerns. I understand 100%. But the way that these Diamond Glow powders work is they can go full 0 to 100 if you want them to, but if you want them to be subtle, it really ultimately depends on how much product you use. These can either go so soft or so beyond over the top that it's kind of hard to subtract after that. But honestly, all you really have to do is take a teardrop brush. I do feel like with the teardrop, you get way more control. So I'm just gonna go into the lid, dip it in one time, boom, boom. All that excess that just flew off. Start right at the outer corner of my eye where the cheekbone hits, right where my cheekbone starts. And I just added the smallest amount of glow. And then I'm gonna carry it up into my brow bone. So I'm creating a sidewards C shape, so that when I turn my face, you guys know this is my favorite. I've talked about this dozens of times, but I love this look. Like, I want you to be able to see the curvature of my cheekbones when you turn around and all that good stuff. And perhaps my favorite part of the face to highlight is right where your cheekbone and your outer corner of eye meet. So right here, boom, boom, bow. So we turn around and you're looking this way and you're like, boy, bye. This is what, like, the profile is what I live for, okay? Now look at how subtle this is. If you want to give this the NASA glow to where they can see it from the satellites, you can do that by all means. I'm not judging, but I think a lot of people think the Diamond Glow powders have to be so over the top, and they really don't. It's all in how you apply it. So I'm gonna do it on this side now. These, in my opinion, apply no different than pressed powder. I can understand some people's concerns with, you know, because loose powder can be messy. There is the risk of you spilling it, but that's a risk with translucent powders. It's no different than, you know, the other products that we have in our routine. So just be mindful of that. Now we have to add our little diamond right here. That's what I'm gonna call it, the Diamond Glow. This is where the diamond is, right there. Now, I've talked about this dozens of times, but I love using Peach as a topper. Sometimes I'll put Bronze on first, and then I'll go on with Peach on top. Today, I'm actually gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna put a little bit of Bronze in just to add a little bit more rosiness to the cheeks. It looks like a lot in person. It's actually really not, but I have these huge bright lights on me, so just be mindful of that. Using very, very, very little product. My technique is a little bit different than like YouTube and Instagram, and it's not to shade, it's not to say that I'm better or worse. It's just different. I like a little bit more of a less is more approach, just a little bit. So I barely am tapping on a little bit of that product right above where my eyebrows are. I do live for a forehead highlight because, like I said, when I'm talking to somebody that don't got no business talking to me the way that they do, what I like to do is I like to hit them with the, okay, girl, you tried it. There ain't no way you gonna mess with somebody whose highlight looks as good. What's the point? Sis, you should have been complimenting me. That's what you should have been doing. I could have taught you some things. Don't go past any further than where you apply bronzer, okay? So just stay in this area right here and right here. You don't want it to look like bullhorn. You can highlight the middle of your forehead. Just be careful with that. Sometimes that can look sweaty. So just really kind of graze over the forehead, just graze. Don't push that product into the skin like you do all other areas of the face, just graze it. It's almost like a light dusting. If you feel like you made some mistakes, go back in with your bronzer brush and just go all over it. Okay, push that into the skin. I always immediately after doing my highlight follow it up with a setting spray or like a mist or whatever. I'm gonna take the Hangover RX spray from Too Faced. I'm not gonna use the mattifying one because although I really love it, this is more about, you know, letting that natural glow come through. And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. Oh, everything has melted into the skin, darlings. This is gonna really allow all of the glow to really seep into the skin. And it wouldn't be a Jackie Aina tutorial, and it definitely most certainly would not be a Glow Goddess tutorial if I didn't do the inner corner highlight. And Le Peach is my favorite Diamond Glow powder for this step. It's the perfect undertone. So we're gonna go right in there with a small blending brush. Open that eye up. Give the kids something to talk about. Just a little bit down the bridge of my nose. Not too much though. I don't mind the dip. When people add highlight in the dip, just please do very little though. Just a little bit. And maybe sweep some along the Cupid's bow. Next, I'm gonna take this glowing gloss from Dior. You don't have to use this one from Dior. I like this gloss because it just doesn't gather or get too chunky or gunky after a while, and it's in the shade 629 Mirrored Gloss. This is literally my everyday nude lip color now. No liner needed. You are Gucci. So the next cool thing that you can do with the bronze is take about a tablespoon of it, depending on how much liquid you have, and you can make your own body bronzer, but in a spray form. Sometimes the rubbing in ones can get really messy, and this can be a lot more refreshing, especially in the summer. Get all over them shoulders, sis, and then just give it a couple minutes to dry down. But look at how gorgeous that looks. I'm gonna take a little bit of the peach right where my collarbones pop. I'm also gonna take it to my shoulder. This is when you're just doing the absolute most, but I kind of feel like you saw the title of the video and you saw that it was called Glowing Goddess. So at what point do we put the words Glowing Goddess and neutral together ever? Now, all of us out there who may not have, you know, bigger breasts, or you may be a little bit more modest chest size like myself, I feel like this kind of helps enhance your boobs. Like when you add shine to anything, it just automatically pops out at you more. So here is what the body and chest looks like. It'll contour your boobs nice and give you a nice little lift. I had to zoom out just so that you guys remember that I look like a normal human being, because when you're all zoomed in on me, I think everything looks more extreme. But this is pretty much what the final look will give you. I just feel like bronzing and glowing is lit. There's never a time where it's not in style. There's never a time where glowing is not in season. There's always going to be a no makeup look. This, I would say, is a touch more glam than no makeup, but you know, it's kind of like that you're lit from within kind of look that I think transcends to all seasons. I could go out like this every day. I could go out like this every single day, honestly. And the last tip that I wanted to give you guys for how to look like a glowing goddess and how to get more use out of your Artist Couture Diamond Glow powders is, has anybody seen the chrome nail trend? How do you think they do it? I'm actually going to send Le Peach to someone who makes press-on nails because I want Le Peach to be my Christmas shade. They can actually custom create your own chrome shade with any Diamond Glow loose powder highlighter. I just feel like with the undertones in Le Peach, it would make the most gorgeous, festive, soft nail color. Someone on Instagram actually asked me, in terms of Becca highlighters, what does Le Peach compare to? Because obviously it's online and you can only see what the color looks like on me. And I actually suggested somewhere in between Moonstone. But now that I think of it, I would definitely say Le Peach is actually pretty close to Becca's Opal. I turned my brightness down drastically so you can see, but here is Moonstone from Becca, which is a very, very champagne light color. And this is Le Peach, which has more gold in it, more peachier, and a little bit more pink in there. I don't have anything in my kit that I know of, and I see a lot of stuff, and I've been through a lot of stuff, and I know a lot about what's on the market, and I created LeBron's because I wanted something that literally didn't exist. Now for LeBron's, woo, I had to pull out the archives for this one, y'all. Here is Becca Rose Gold, which as you can see is pretty silver compared to LeBron's, and I really, really wanted that gold to peek through. So this was literally how LeBron's was created. So that's it for today's Glow Goddess tutorial. Go out and do great things with the glowing powers that you've been given now, girl. That is pretty much how I get the Glow Goddess look and how I get maximum waves out of my LeBron's and Le Peach Diamond Glow powders. I cannot wait to see pictures of you guys wearing these products. I still get pictures of you guys wearing LeBron's from last year. Like, it never stopped. I mean, it slowed down a lot, but it's just so nice to be able to bring back something that I created to make you guys feel beautiful and to know that I get to bring it back for everybody who missed out. Y'all, this is why you can't be sleeping. You can't be sleeping on these launches, y'all, because people have been harassing me about LeBron's. Now you got something else to add to your Christmas list, which is Le Peach, and I'm equally proud of both of them. If you don't get it on the 15th, don't worry, it will be coming back on Christmas Day. That's when it officially launches, and that's also when everyone's orders, including pre-sale, will be shipped. So when you pre-sale your order on the 15th, it doesn't actually ship until after that Christmas wave, and that was honestly like the best that we could do, just considering, you know how it is with Christmas and holidays. Thank you guys to everybody who's just been like hyping this up and supporting it and spreading the word and sharing it with their friends and telling their friends to tell their friends. Thank you guys for watching. Happy LeBronzing, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye.